Thanks so much for subscribing to the Dillo's Diz YouTube channel. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and we are here again for a little something we like to call What's in the Attic?
It's in the attic.
Wow!
Just 1 week we'll get it right. This delay of Zoom doesn't help.
The Zoom does not make for synchronized jingling.
No.
Well, if you checked out the other episodes in our series, back in August, Jen brought home a box from Mama and Papa Dillo's. It is filled with nostalgic awesomeness.
Yes.
I don't know how far into the box have you gone?
I don't even know. I just keep digging and finding things because some of our report cards and school projects are in there as well. So they're kind of all hidden. I thought it was strictly a Disney box. I'm finding other treasures. So
If you want to hear about our report cards, just drop it in the comments below, maybe on a bonus episode. No, I don't think we'll ever.
I mean, you can share yours. Nobody needs to see my grades.
I don't think so. Anywho, our last episode, this is the fifth in the series, the fourth, we were on location. We were actually in the attic, and now we have returned. I have no idea what is in this box, correct?
Correct. You have no idea.
So
I barely have an idea, so.
So Jen is going to go digging once again into the box to see what goodness she pulls out and that we can discuss at length. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, so I have two smaller items to start with. And this one, I mean, I guess I wouldn't blur out everything, but it is
Item number one.
It is a Polynesian village resort identification card.
Oh.
So this is a identification card for the Polynesian for dates in 1987. I just find this funny. This card identifies you as a guest at one of our resort hotels, villas, or Fort Wilderness. Please sign it immediately and carry it with you at all times, with admission media if necessary during your stay. There's also more fine print on the back here, but I just found this little card. Like, who would ever carry this around now?
One, it's not even wallet friendly.
Right.
Like the size of it. It's not like the size of a credit card.
It's
or
paper.
A driver's. Yeah.
It's like, first of all, how is this in this good of condition from 1987? I mean, but being in Papa Dillo's wallet, let's say, back in the day.
It's not surviving. It's going to be full of it's going to be full of Mason materials.
You're giving too much away about Papa Cardillo.
The thing I love about that is like it's the magic band, basically. That's your magic band,
yes,
everyone.
Here's your magic band. And just there it is. There it is. All right. The second one, I don't think these are supposed to come home with you.
Okay.
So
well, yeah, we have
but this is probably from 90 to, what did we say we stayed here? 92?
Oh. Yeah, probably starting in 91, I bet. I think we went Grand Flow summer of 90 into Beach Club summer of 91. There you go.
Little
Beach
privacy,
Club
please.
privacy, please.
I don't know
There
how
may
that
be,
ended up in our bag.
if you could see over my right shoulder, hanging on the doorknob, we've been setting up our office lifestyles here in the pandemic era. If you're watching this in the future, let us know how everything turned out in the comments below. There is also a privacy please from the summer of 1990. I don't know how it ended up in the suitcase after, but from the Grand Floridian is a privacy please there that we use for
how did it end up in your apartment is what I want to know.
I have, you know what? I think there'll be an offshoot of this series with what's in Frank's awkward yellow box. He has, it's interesting. And I also, just to point out that I'm also wearing something that I don't know how it ended up into my hands during my time as a cast member. I have some trinkets of stuff from my time, but nothing of like significance. But this Toy Story baseball cap here, I may have worn one day during the Toy Story parade, the only day ever the crowd could actually see my face.
Right. So I was going to say, that's very like you're walking on the side. You got a radio somewhere on you.
Maybe.
And you're just walking on the side.
Could be doing something like that. I would do it one more day. Give me one more day doing that life. Come
But
on.
that is, you don't know what is in this box. You have no idea any of these items that I ever bring out, but that is an excellent segue to what is up next.
Okay. Oh, how
Are we supposed
now?
to have this?
I think we're allowed to. I think that's part of the traditions folder. Now, I thought I was in possession of mine, which I thought was in my storage unit. You think it's mine? You think it's yours?
It's copyright 1992. I mean, unless they kept it, which is quite possible because I was still there in the, mid 2000s. Early 2000s. I'm still early 2000s, right? So maybe they didn't change it.
Yeah, because I have been in search of my traditions folder. I think I actually have the folder, but I know that some of the items contained within that folder have since been separated. I wonder if that's part of the separation. The Disney look.
The Disney look. So I mean, we can just let me see. I mean,
no beards.
Yeah. They show you all the costumes a little bit here and there. So we got some of these. Can you see them? Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, I will say while you're going through that about the beard, when the facial hair change came, whenever it was in this millennium, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this change. It was not that, listen, I've had a beard basically a few days that I haven't had it in the 2000s. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm trying to think, any one of those hairstyles mine ever? Yeah, it's very nice. But, part of, I really started growing a beard the summer of 1998 because I was doing, there's the bowl cut. There it is right there. I mean, that's all you need to know right there. But I was doing summer company at UCF in the summer of 1998, so I grew out my beard most of that summer, but I knew I couldn't really go back to Disney without it. But in some weird, when I went back in fall of 98 to the studios, I missed my beard a lot, which was part of the drive of looking for other work. Obviously.
Now look at you. You're wearing a Toy Story hat, wanting to work a parade, for goodness sake.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for a parade and 7 sets is what I'm ready for. But, part of working over at Universal is that you could grow a stash at the time, which never looked good on me, but
right.
At least I felt like I didn't have to be clean shaven baby faced all the time. So when I started working over at Universal in 99, sometimes I would just take a couple of days off just so I could come back with the stash and wear a name tag that said Francois. True story. When I lost my Universal tag one time, I had to wear one that said Francois for a while.
Did you ever meet Francois?
I never met. I was an extra in there.
Yeah, I was Susan for a good couple of weeks, where then as nicknames progressed, as they sometimes do when you work with people. So I had nicknames for people. I was Suze, as still with certain people. Be like, Suze, what's up?
What else is in that Disney look?
So I'm looking at the Disney look for non-costume cast members in the women's section, and the following styles are unacceptable: jumpsuits, jeans and denim pants, t-shirts, halter tops and tube tops, sundresses and casual sportswear, sleeveless tops or dresses.
That's a lot. I have a question. I have a question about denim and jeans.
Sure.
The term dungarees.
Oh, dungarees. Yeah. Is that
anybody,
our grandmother, or does anyone else say that?
Yeah, drop that in the comments below. If anyone
Adam
in your family
definitely hears dungarees. Yeah, I know it.
Shout out to Adam at the Mouse and more.
Sunglasses are a block to interpersonal communications with guests and should be avoided if possible. As a general rule, they may be worn in jobs where glare from water, countertops, etc., would prevent cast members from doing their jobs safely or efficiently. And it goes on there. It's a very long excerpt on glasses. The only hats, the hats you're wearing, the only hats and sun visors that can be worn are those issued by costume issue as part of the costume. Check with costume issue on proper positioning of the hat. Don't wear that hat backwards.
Oh, no.
There's proper positioning that has to happen.
I would never.
I'm trying to see. I I don't see like female hair and nails, because I remember like I couldn't wear certain jewelry. I couldn't have crazy nail polish
Right.
on.
They
All
were a
those
lot
kind of,
more restricted
yeah,
back then. I mean, and not
yeah,
like in a bad way. It was just
right.
how it
How it
was.
was.
And I would love to see something, and no judgment at all, but the how they define tattoos. You know, what you
Yeah.
have to do with tattoos. I mean, I'm sure it says one thing there and a completely other thing now.
Yes, absolutely. Because I feel like someone just said to me recently that they couldn't because of their tattoos, and I said I think you can now as long as they're covered. So
Hmm.
I'm sure, but I think that's tough in the summertime with certain costumes. And if you
Hmm.
can wear short sleeves in the summer, you're going to want to. But
Hmm.
yeah, it is interesting.
Well,
Of
and especially, yeah,
age.
especially like tattoos. I feel like, some folks used to be able just to cross the park in,
Yeah,
standard shorts kind of thing.
yeah, right.
More people have more tattoos these days. These days, the kids with their
That's true.
tattoos.
The kids and their tattoos.
What do you got? One more? One more.
I got one more here. I have Walt Disney's Epcot Center, creating the new world of tomorrow. I don't know if I've ever seen this book.
Where are you pulling these? What is going
I was
on?
like, this has to be your book as I was pulling it out of the box here.
Half of the stuff in this box is
Um,
mine.
yeah. So this is a pretty awesome book. Yeah, so it's all about Epcot, which I'm probably just going to keep outside this box for a little bit and
Mhm. And peruse.
read here. Yeah. It's basically an Imagineering story in a book, kids. This is a book. It's a hardcover book with history.
No
Oh,
Kindle there. No, no.
what's in this bag here? We are the world.
What
It
is
is
that?
your handwriting.
What?
Why did you write the lyrics to We Are the World?
Oh my gosh. Did I have to do it
Let's
for a
see.
project or something? What does it look like?
Maybe.
What? That is so weird.
I was like, did you change the lyrics?
I mean, I still know the words pretty well.
Maybe I'll flip through this book, see if there's any other notes.
I'll sing
in
We
here.
Are the World. Well, there comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to lend a hand.
Okay, so anyway.
Greatest gift of all.
Still going. Okay, so, some World of Motion pictures here.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Here,
That,
Walter
is
Cronkite quote on the back. What were you going to
nice.
ask?
And the World of Motion picture, is that when the guy's head is popping up out of the
Yes.
sewer? Yeah,
Yes.
that's like that is a classic standard in every book about Epcot. That Epcot is featured in World of Motion is featured. I feel like that shot of that guy popping his head out of the traffic jam there is classic World of Motion.
I like this book. I'm gonna take a picture of all these quotes that are on the back. Those are some good quotes. But yeah, that's a pretty good book that you have there.
I'll be perusing that on the next visits for the cousins to run around the backyard.
Yes. I do have one more that is kind of non-Disney, but it is special for our friend Adam.
Okay.
And Adam, I'm not Adam of the Mouse and More podcast. Go follow him on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to the Mouse and More. I'm not even trying to find these items, but we have provided, they're just happening, that we have provided little Villaroma tidbits in the last few episodes, and they just keep happening. And I'm pretty sure that's what these pictures are. I was like, oh, what if it's not? But I think it is.
And if you haven't gone and seen our other episodes in the series, we've mentioned we had a Villaroma pennant banner, as it were, and we dropped Villaroma one other time. It is like it is the summer vacation that we took before we decided to go to Disney twice a year, because we would not accept anything but Walt Disney World as our family vacations.
Yeah, our parents were like, let's try something different. We were like, no.
And it was in the Catskills, and Jen watched Dirty Dancing too much on VHS. So I think, people in the Little League, they were talking about going to Villaroma. I feel like it was a whole thing. It was
These are
very.
Gen Watch. Quite honestly, if people in Little League are talking about Villa Roma, Papa Dillo had it in his head. Oh, this is probably like the resort in Dirty Dancing, which he loved. So that's probably why we went. The real Dirty Dancing resort that's located in Virginia, West Virginia, I don't know, but I need to get there as well. All right.
Oh yeah,
I have
that's on
two
Mrs.
pictures
Dillo's
here.
must do.
Oh, we could do a whole group vacation. Okay. All right. So that's the first
Oh,
picture,
there we go.
right?
Yeah, I'm wearing an Orlando Magic starter shirt
Representing, you're
there.
like, forget it. You know what? I'm going to wear Orlando gear if I'm in Villa
Yeah,
Roma.
if I'm in Villa Roma, New York, by God, I'm representing O-Town.
Over here, I can be seen with
Oh,
a young Papadillo.
hmm hmm there you go.
There's more of the
I,
resort there. But
no
these, I don't know. Go ahead.
memory of what that looked like from the outside.
No.
No. We blocked out most of that vacation. I remember they had. I played tennis there with some kid, and I remember there was a boxing ring, and I just remember climbing the ring and like shaking the ropes like the Ultimate Warrior because I was like, this is the closest I'll ever get to a wrestling ring.
I remember this one door that like connected rooms. And didn't we see someone famous or someone that was performing there? And maybe we were like leaving the door and he was coming in, or is there
Was it Jimmy
something?
Festa? Was that who that was?
I
The
mean,
MC of
probably.
the Master of
Wasn't that
Ceremonies?
like our big, like that was our big moment, I think. That's all I have for this edition, but I have more for the
Oh.
next episode.
So we'll be back soon. You'll see, and we'll have more goodies of this Mama and Papa Dillo box, courtesy of What's in the Attic.
Deuces.